A little poem I wrote about the Cowboys. In 1845, the West was alive. Cattle was competing with buffalo for food. The white man came, some hunted only for game. History suggests that the cowboy was rude. Now, Westerns viewed as a kid surprised me what they did. The Indians and the cowboys seemed miles apart. Both had interest in the plains, valued wildlife and rains, but a good storyteller reveals both had lots of heart. Indians were here first, thought a drought was the worst, but pilgrims came and two needed provisions. So they fought for space, took turns with the chase. Neither one could see beyond tunnel vision. Some rode through, headed west, others stayed and took this test. And the battle for grass soon evolved. What's mine is not yours, possession never ensures, and the sun goes down with little being solved. Indians rode bareback, never killed a deer for his rack, and waste was not a practice they employed. Cowboys were in the saddle, never had a canoe they could paddle. Life was serious for both, often not enjoyed. Right or wrong, not a quest. In the world, both are guests. We have only the survivor's story to tell. My ancestors came here in a wagon, sometimes flush, sometimes begging. Not every encounter turned out so well. Cowboy westerns on the screen portrayed the good, bad, and mean. John Wayne and Gene Autry kept the image alive. Good guys wore hats white, and bad guys lurked in the night. Both in truth all worked hard to survive. In early days, no fence, every encounter suspense. My grandma and her brothers herded open range. Grass was there for the taking, saddle sores left the making, and compared to today, there's little change. A good horse necessary and a saddlebag they would carry, the provisions to last through the day. Fast food didn't exist, beans was on everyone's list, and often food was the primary pay. Media was just a letter, often a word exchange was better, and livestock production was key. Entertainment was self-provided by the campfire united, kept the troops' morale where it had needed to be. A gun provided protection, no warden's inspection. Power was often a fast horse and a quick gun. You were either chasing or being chased, not sure of the enemy that you being faced. Work was always in progress, but never done. A cowboy on the trail is often without a female, so he writes and sings songs for time to pass. When the ride is beginning or ending, he's winning, 'cause for months he sees lads, but no lass. The good old days, they say, are not here today, but somewhere in history they're vanished and hide. But to job shadow a cowboy would allow for little joy, and not too many could hang on for the ride. A job description, we suggest, could only be met by the best, and the list of duties might be pages long. Rope and ride, cook and shoot, every way must contribute, and have the power to overcome, even when wrong. Cowboys today ride, but somehow they're denied the adventure, and they existed centuries ago. He puts on his boots the same way, but the rest of the day is a trail ride that ancient cowboys didn't know. A cowboy with a cow seems strange somehow, yet Western stores rely on many city sales. Boots, hats, and jeans for the dudes or the queens provide the storyline for today's Western tale. Nothing in this is the same anymore. Our world's different than before, but an image of a cowboy should never die. In Wyoming somewhere or New Mexico we compare. Today's cowboy is still one rugged guy.